Wow, 10 points for sensitivity. Lou, thanks.
I didn't say it right.
No, it seemed pretty clear to me. You'll never be in love with me. End of story.
I know, but...
Lulu? Did you mean it or not?
Will you get away from me?
Oh, how soon we forget. I'm the one who made you what you are today. I mean, you couldn't be an everyday hero if there were no hostages to save.
Well, are you expecting me to thank you?
Well, you should, because apparently your career is all you have left.
I seem to be interrupting.
No, it's no problem.
No. It's no problem. Our family's in crisis, but Kate takes priority.
The paramedic said Mr. Love was in the middle of a rehearsal when he complained of a headache and collapsed.
Okay, run a full battery test, Page Dr. Archer, and get an OR ready.
Wait, hang on a second.
Whether that was one hell of a party, or I'm dead.
Well, you're not dead.
And I took something that's messing with my head.
You're in the hospital, Mr. Love. You collapsed while you were rehearsing with your band.
You may have suffered an embolism. It's a serious condition. Will require treatment.
I'm hallucinating, right?
You are conscious, Mr. Love, and as lucid as I imagine you get.
Is anybody else seeing a doctor that looks just like me?
You're not hallucinating, Mr. Love. The doctor looks exactly like you. But don't worry, I'll be handling your case and I'll update you as soon as the test results come back. Go ahead.
Wait, you're handling this?
Dad, you're freaking the guy out.
What are you talking about? I don't look that much like him.
Hi. Amelia. Please come in. Oh, thank you. Look, I just wanted to personally come by and say how sorry I am that Jake's kidnapper was a guest on Everyday Heroes. Thank God your son is all right and back with his parents.
Oh, well, I thank God that you heard his cry when you're on the phone with Maureen and acted on your instincts.
Yeah, I was about to call the police when Jason showed up. He insisted that we couldn't wait. We had to get Jake immediately. That man was so determined to find your child.
Well, Jason has saved my life, and Jake's more than once. He kind of feels invested in us.
You should have heard him with Maureen, explaining about how Jake's parents, his mother and father, were sick with grief.
I'm really glad he was able to get through to her.
Still, you must be angry that your son was taken.
You know, I don't blame Maureen Harper.
Well, who else can you blame?
I mean, obviously, the woman is grief-stricken over the loss of her own child. I don't want her to suffer anymore. I'm just really grateful that Jake is home.
Well, I'm so happy it turned out all right.
You don't know a damn thing about me and Jason.
Well, I know that he's locked up in prison, pending trial for murder, and not likely to be a factor in your life much longer.
Jason is not out of my life.
Ooh, apparently I've hit a nerve. Maybe you've done something that requires damage control. Now you're drowning in your sorrows.
Come on, what part of go away don't you understand?
You see, I understand you, sweet Sam. Your reaction is a little defensive, which is a sure sign of a guilty conscience, you see.
A guilty conscience? How would you know? You don't know. You don't even have a conscience.
Which is why I'm walking around free while Jason, the savior of the Metro Court, is going to jail, possibly for life. That's all.
I'm gonna handle Jerry however I have to. You worry about your own life. Okay?
I'll come back later.
No, really, you stay, because Sonny obviously has other things on his mind besides his family.
I already told you that I don't want Jerry anywhere near my children.
He's their uncle. He won't hurt him.
For all we know, he could grab them and use them like he's using Emily. He wants leverage against me and Jason. What do you want me to...
Jason, who's in Pentonville, and you haven't even lifted a finger to help him.
Jason knew the risk he was taking when he, you know, jumped bail to go after Elizabeth's baby.
Oh, so you're saying Jason deserves to be
No, what
there?
I'm saying is Diane's doing everything she can do right now. There's nothing we can do.
Maybe you're fine without helping our best friend, but I'm not.
So you...
I can't imagine falling in love with you again. We've been through so much.
Yeah, but the best relationships are based on friendship and trust, and we already have those going for us.
That's all that we have going for us.
I know that you've been burnt. I know that, and I know that you're scared to take a risk again, and I also know that that's partially my fault.
Dylan, I threw myself at you. I thought that if I had sex with you, it would somehow make you like me, which was almost as big of a mistake as getting pregnant.
I know, but that is when everything changed. I mean, our families got involved. Everybody wanted to throw in their 2 cents.
I thought I was wrong to have an abortion.
No, you made a decision, and I may not have agreed with it, but it was your choice to make, and I still respected that.
I know. And you were great.
Well, I mean, I know you're gonna take time to get over it. I'm willing to wait.
I'm not asking you to.
Well, what about this, Lulu? We are great together. We do have fun. We can talk about anything. We have been through friendship to relationship to back. You are amazing to me, and I want to be with you, and look at you. I think that a small part of you wants it too. You're just not opening up.
It's not that I'm not opening up. I didn't want to tell you this because I didn't want to hurt you. I'm seeing Logan.
There's no reason for me not to treat Eli Love.
He is gonna think we slipped him mushrooms every time he sees you.
Look, shouldn't the surgeon who's got the most experience perform the surgery? I've done twice as many of these procedures.
Dad, it's gonna be like you're operating on yourself.
You're making way too much of this. You're gonna look a little bit like the guy.
Robin, will you please enlighten Senior Dr. Drake on the potential for ethical compromise and potential
Drag
malpractice?
Your girlfriend into this.
Epiphany, do you think my father should operate on his look-alike?
Work it out. Oh, Dr. Drake, my man.
Excuse me?
Got the chicks are gonna flock to this guy.
What's he on about?
Well, God, Eli Love. I always knew there was a resemblance, but I went to see him in concert the other night. It is scary how much you look like him.
You put him up to this.
I've been standing right here.
Then you heard him telling me I shouldn't be operating on Mr. Love, right?
No. Well, it'd be like operating on yourself.
So tell me about Logan Hayes' arrest the other night.
PCPD got a call about a public disturbance. Logan was intoxicated. Rodriguez brought him in.
Then what?
I took him home.
Well, I gather that Scott Baldwin wanted him arrested for assault.
Logan didn't assault anyone.
Well, then what was Baldwin referring to?
Special Prosecutor Baldwin told Rodriguez to find someone who would press charges.
You and Logan served in Iraq together. That kind of loyalty runs deep. Is there something about the night of the arrest that you're not telling me?
No, sir. Logan was drunk. End of story.
Why do you think Baldwin's got it in for him?
You'll have to ask Mr. Baldwin.
I got a better idea.
Are you kidding me?
I probably should have said something.
Yeah, you think?
Obviously, I would have if you and I were dating, but we weren't.
Lulu, you told me that you were not ready to date anyone.
I didn't plan this. It just sort of happened.
Lulu and I were just friends, man.
Excuse me, I'm having a conversation.
Dylan,
You're trying to push me away, aren't you? Aren't you? Because you know that I have this amazing job opportunity to work with a director that I really respect, and you know that, and so for my own sake, you're gonna tell me that you're dating him.
if
If it makes you feel better to believe that, you can, but I am really seeing Logan.
Oh, you know what? If you had said Milo or Spinelli, maybe I would have understood, but you hate him, Lou.
Lou's an amazing person. I know how lucky I am.
Dylan, I'm sorry.
You know what? The job is what I really want. Thank you. Thank you for making it an easier decision, Lou. Thank you.
Carly seems more volatile than usual.
She's got her reasons. But I got my bodyguards keeping an eye on her, so she won't get in too much trouble.
These bodyguards report back to you?
They're my employees.
Let me get this straight. You have people watching your ex-wife's every move, and she's okay with that?
Yes. She's the mother of my children. She knows I want to keep my family safe, especially since Jerry Jackson's back in town.
Carly didn't seem to think he was a threat.
He shot a good friend of mine at close range for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Which is why you told him you'd cut his heart out if he ever came near Carly or your children again.
I told you already that I was sorry that you had to walk in on that.
Yeah, so am I.
I just don't like, the thought of that twisted psycho anywhere near my children just makes my blood boil.
And Carly disagrees.
We had a discussion.
Oh, discussing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you call it?
We're very passionate people.
So to speak.
You know, Carly has a lot of fire, which is what I love about her. As a matter of fact, you used to have that kind of fire when you were younger. I don't know exactly what happened, but...
Well, I was an adolescent, and even back then, I was a little more, shall we say, sane than your ex?
Carly's under a lot of strain, so she, As a matter of fact, you know what? I have to admit, you get under her skin.
Yeah, well, the feeling is mutual. Although, she does have a reason to feel territorial, and I am sorry that I walked in on you while you were dealing with personal matters.
You didn't tell me why you were coming by.
Right. I've taken the house out of escrow.
Oh, so the offer was too low?
Oh, no. The offer was quite generous. But as it turns out, I'm not going to sell.
Thank you, Alice.
I just told her to...
What are you doing here?
I was summoned. Clearly was not to be asked back into the family.
Huh. Soon there won't be a family.
Sky, thanks for coming.
What's the occasion?
That's what I'd like to know.
Well, I know how fond you are of Dylan, and I thought you might like to say goodbye.
Where's he going?
Well, you see, Dylan's ne'er-do-well brother has convinced him that he might be happier elsewhere.
What was he thinking?
Dylan was offered a job as a director's assistant on a major motion picture.
That's incredible. That's been his dream forever. He must be thrilled.
You're getting ahead of yourself. The boy hasn't even agreed to go yet.
Yes, I have.
Maybe you should take advantage. Just stop it. Now, look, chicks have a thing for rock stars. They'll take one look at you, assume you're Eli Love. We'll talk.
What did I tell you? You're Eli Love's doppelganger, so have fun cashing in on your genetic good fortune, but you're not operating on this guy.
You know what? I'm better qualified than you are for this.
Do I need to go to Ford over this?
Hey, be my guest.
That is the most stubborn man I've ever met.
I wish I could say the same.
Look, Robin, I'm trying to stop him from making a huge mistake.
Almost as big as you performing surgery on Eli Love.
Okay, it's a difficult procedure, but I can handle it.
The man looks ridiculously like your father. I mean, you could freeze up. There's no way that you could be objective.
I never freeze up.
Your emotions could get in the way, and don't even try and tell me you don't have any, especially where your father's concerned.
Dylan has an opportunity to work for a major movie director, and he was willing to pass it up if he thought that we had a chance.
Wouldn't that be his choice?
Dylan has always wanted a career in film, so I couldn't let him say no. What if an opportunity like this never came up again?
You really care about that guy, don't you?
Dylan's been a very good friend.
Translation, you're not attracted to him.
He has a lot of reasons to hate me, but he still cares about me, and he wanted us to try to be together. And it's not about not being attracted, it's about me wanting to be as good a friend to Dylan as he's been to me.
So what if he'd stayed? Could it have turned into more?
Rick Lansing wants to see you.
And I would like a new Maserati. Tell the dude I'm busy.
It wasn't a request.
Transfer Jason back from Pentonville.
On your authority?
He shouldn't be there, and you know it.
Jason jumped bail. He's considered a flight risk.
He rescued a kidnapped baby when the PCPD failed. Again.
It was the special prosecutor's call to send Jason to Pentonville.
Oh, and I'm sure you opposed Scott when he decided to put Jason in maximum security.
You know,
Whatever.
Carly, you can rant and rave all you want to. It's not going to change the situation. Jason is an established flight risk, so he's going to be in a maximum security facility until the trial.
Great. I want to see him.
No, I'm sorry. Visitors are restricted. The only two people that are allowed to see him are his attorney and his wife. I don't think you qualify for either of those.
Then you make an exception. You get me in to see Jason, or I do what I should have done a long time ago.
So, what made you change your mind about selling?
Well, I spent months looking for the perfect weekend home, and now that I found it, I see no reason to give it up.
I thought you didn't you say you didn't want to be anywhere near me?
Difficult neighbor seems like a rather petty reason to sell, doesn't it?
Well, I thought maybe I was your incentive to stay.
Never had a problem with confidence, have you?
Well, I mean...
Boss, I have Miss Jaffe here to see you.
You see we're talking? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, yeah, send her in.
Miss Jaffe.
You said you needed to see me?
Yeah, I gotta, you know. Yeah.
No. By all means.
Bad timing?
No, this can't wait.
Oh. How can I help?
I need you to tell me how you and Jason rescued Jake Spencer.
I hope you weren't afraid while you were away from us. That woman must have taken very good care of you. She did? Maybe you could feel all the love I was sending. You know, Jason knew what he was risking when he went to rescue, but he went anyway because he loves you that much. Your daddy would give you anything in the world, and that is why he gave you up. Because I promised him that I would protect you and keep you safe. Jason has given you so much.
Talk to you about Jason and the baby.
You know, it's really no surprise that you found this ridiculous excuse for a job for Dylan.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that you have thrown your life away on music, and now you expect him to throw his life away on the movies.
Grandfather, it has been my dream to work in film for years, and you know that.
Adolescents are not known for common sense. You need to grow up, son, and learn your responsibilities.
Yeah, and what? Work for ELQ?
Well, you did show promise.
No offense, but I hated that.
Son, I don't want you to wake up in 5 or 10 years and find out that you're wasting your life.
I don't want to wake up in 5 or 10 days and hate myself for not taking this opportunity.
Well said.
You are a terrible influence, Ned.
Edward, shut up.
This family excels in backstabbing and bickering. Why not use it to show some love and support for a change?
Oh, this from the woman who caused Alan to have a heart attack.
And Alan was not Sky's fault.
She has no business lecturing anybody about love of family.
Ignore them.
Alan considered you his daughter, Sky.
Are you two a tag team or what?
Look, it wasn't her fault that group of cold-blooded mercenaries took over Metro Court.
She knew that going into that hotel would be dangerous.
I had no idea a hostage crisis would opportunity to call the police and let the family know, but you chose.
All of you, enough!
I'll tell everybody what you did to me. Locking me in the panic room while I was pregnant. Remember that?
Well, you know, if I went public with every single threat that I received from you, Sonny, and Jason, the press wouldn't be able to list them all.
How long do you think you'd be DA after the people found out that you're a freak who chained me to the wall?
Carly, you got no evidence, okay? And if anybody would be guilty of kidnapping you, I think it would be your late ex-husband, Lorenzo Alcazar. So as you can see, we're at an impasse here, and I have a lot of work to do, so if you don't mind.
There was one witness to the panic room. Your wife at the time.
You need to leave Elizabeth out of this.
Why? Because her testimony would put you in Pentonville? Can't you just see it? Elizabeth, sweet little Elizabeth on the stand, mother of two, telling everybody what you did to me in that panic room. Wow, the more I talk about it, the better it sounds.
Carly. Elizabeth, she's just getting her life back to normal after having a child abducted.
Jason's the one who helped her get her baby back. I can't think of a better reason for her to want to help
this is how you're going to repay her, huh? By blackmailing me just because you want to go visit Jason.
Maybe I should just skip the whole visiting thing and make you drop the charges
You know,
altogether.
your hero friend, Jason, is a murderer. You know what, Carly? You don't have anything on me. You want to bring the panic room and make it public? Fine, you go ahead. But you do that, I'm going to see you behind bars for slander.
Don't get too close, Rick.
May I join you?
I'm busy.
I have to say, I'm rather disappointed in you.
Why is that?
Because you know what? You struck me as an independent woman, someone who could make up her own mind, and
I am.
I mean, we clearly hit it off when we first met. And of course, Michael Corinthos Jr. paints me as the epitome of evil, which is absurd.
Is
It's not
it?
me. Well, you know, I'm not as bad as you make it out to be. And we all have our little secrets, you know. Even the impeccable Kate Howard, I imagine.
You know, you might consider leaving Carly alone.
It's going to be a bit difficult because she's my brother's wife.
But Sonny is concerned for Carly and his children. He wants to know that they're safe. That would be easier to accomplish if you weren't around. Isn't there someone you can amuse yourself with?
I don't know. Any suggestions?
I heard a baby cry while I was on the phone with Maureen. Jason walked in as I was about to call the police. He insisted we had to leave right away. We could not wait.
What happened when you got to the woman's house?
Well, she didn't want to let us in, but Jason talked to her, told her how devastated Jake's parents were, missing him, not knowing where their son was. Eventually, Maureen broke down and gave up Jake. It was obvious that she meant no harm. She was blinded by the grief of her own child's death.
Now, this was all in a statement you gave the cops?
Yes, yes. Look, I know that Jason violated his bail when he crossed the county line to get Maureen and the baby, but I couldn't very well lie about it. My main concern was making sure that the police didn't arrest Maureen or take her surviving child. In a way, I guess it placated them to take Jason for violating his bail.
Anything else you remember of the visit to Marines?
There is one thing I didn't tell the police.
What?
Maureen told Jason that when she was in the park taking Jake from his stroller, she saw Sam watching her.
Oh, you're telling me Sam witnessed the kidnapping?
Maureen said that she waited for Sam to shout, run up and stop her, but Sam did nothing. She just let Maureen leave with Jake.
Any chance that Maureen saw her, but Sam didn't see Maureen?
I guess anything's possible. I wasn't there, but Maureen thought it was Sam who told us where to find her. That's how sure she was that Sam saw her kidnap Jake.
Have you heard from Jason? No, I haven't. He's not allowed any visitors or phone calls. I was wondering if you heard anything from Lucky.
Jason's kind of a loaded subject for me and Lucky.
Oh, he is? After everything he's done for you, you can't be bothered to be asking Lucky how he's doing at Penville?
I'm trying to avoid a fight, but if you would like to talk to Lucky and ask him how Jason is doing, then feel free.
Jason saved Jake, and now he's serving time in jail. Where's Lucky's gratitude? Where's your gratitude, Elizabeth?
It kills me that Jason is in Pentonville, but...
Jason knew what he was risking, but he was determined to bring your son back to you, your husband, and Cameron.
What's your point, Sam?
My point is, your little family is happily reunited, and Jason's the one paying the price in jail right now.
Excuse me.
Hello?
I need to see you now.
I'm happy for you, Dylan. This is a great opportunity, and I know that you're going to do an amazing job.
Thank you.
Because it hasn't really sunk in that you're actually leaving. We've shared so much. You've always been around as my friend and my confidant, and there's gonna be a big gap in my life when you're gone. I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
I hope you can forgive me someday.
I'll work on it.
Dylan, best of luck to you. Not that you're gonna need it because you've got talent and vision to spare, huh?
Dylan, best of luck to you. You're gonna have a wonderful adventure. I'm very proud of you. Boy, I'm gonna be bragging about you and you're a famous film director. Come here, Ellis.
Well, I guess I'll have to become one then, or else.
You're a damn fool. But you're our damn fool. So goodbye. And good luck. And don't you dare call asking for money.
I'll miss you too.
Hold it! You're not going anywhere.
I need your help. For Jason. Whatever I can do. Look, I want to go public with what Rick did to me in the panic room, and there's no evidence and no charges were filed, and you're the only witness, so I need you to back me up on this.
Wait, how is this gonna help Jason?
Rick hates Jason. He's going to do anything to get a conviction, Elizabeth.
Carly, the police have evidence that Jason killed Alcazar.
Okay, fine, but this jumping bail thing is a joke, and you know it.
So what are you gonna do? Force Rick out as the DA, and then what's gonna happen? And the prosecutor's just gonna take his case.
Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. Jason is stuck in Pentonville, and he's not allowed to see anyone but his attorney. If we put the screws to Rick, we can get him back out on bail. Or at the very least, I can get in there and see him.
Threatening Rick is only gonna make Jason's situation worse.
Here he is.
Oh, thank you, Barrett. That'll be all for now.
No doggy treat for the good little cadet here? Huh?
So I understand that you've had a bit of a run-in with Special Prosecutor Baldwin. He's got it in for you, huh? You know he's going to keep digging until he finds something, or he's going to make it out.
Why do you care?
Well, I can protect you. If you'll just be an informant for me and Sonny's organization.
I think I already answered that question.
Well, you see, I don't think you really realize here. Jason has been sent to Pentonville. He's going to be charged with murder. And without him, well, Sonny's organization is going to implode. So if you're on the right side of the law when the whole thing comes tumbling down, I think you'll walk away clean.
I don't need any favors. Thank you, though.
You sure about that?
You don't have anything on me, and you're never going to.
Yeah, I need some research. I want you to get me everything that we have on Logan Hayes.
Hey, you've got news about Jason?
He's Jake Spencer's father. But you already knew that, so you're not surprised.
No, I found out a few weeks ago.
You should have... Must have been a shock.
Part of me always suspected, but yeah. Sonny, I was stunned.
I'm just, you know what? I'm just trying to put things together. The woman who kidnapped Jason's son was a guest on your show. You interviewed her. 2 hours later, she grabbed Jason's son. And, you know, I'm not big on coincidences, so I just get this feeling that you know something about the disappearance and you're not saying. Take it.
It was an impulse. That one. Maureen Harper was too grief-stricken to know what she was doing.
Look, I can call in Dr. Lawrence to do the surgery.
Dr. Lawrence is competent on a good day. Mr. Love needs the best.
Patrick, I love you, but sometimes you are so arrogant, and on this occasion, you happen to also be wrong.
You don't think I can do it?
No, I know that you can do it on a stranger. Someone that looks like a stranger. Then you could possibly be objective.
Robin, I am always objective when I operate.
Oh, it's you, thank God. Thought it was going to be that doctor that looks like me. That guy freaks me out.
Well, I got your test results back. You are suffering from an embolism. It's a blood clot that can become dislodged, travel to your brain, and block the supply of blood and oxygen, which is why you passed out.
Huh. Well, where's the clot now?
It's in an operable place. I need to do surgery in order to remove it.
Brain surgery? Forget it. I got a concert I got to do, mate.
Look, Mr. Love, either I operate or you die.
Mom? Miss Tracy, what did you do to your hair?
Better question. Why are you here?
I thought you were in Shady Brook.
That getup proves that that's where she belongs. Oh, Tracy, you've really gone round the bend this time. I'm sorry to see.
All right. One at a time. Yes, darling, it's me. It's a wig, genius. Monica, obviously my son needs his mother to talk some sense in him because none of you seem to be capable of doing it. And Sky, lovely to see you. I am in the loony bin, thanks to my loving father, even though I'm not crazy.
Confiscate all sharp instruments.
Okay, I'm gonna deal with you later. Right now, I have to convince my son not to make the biggest mistake of his life.
You're too late. Lulu's gone, but why did the DA want to see you?
Business.
Don't tell me you're going to get arrested before you can charm Lulu into bed and break her heart.
Not a chance. I'm too smart.
Well, that inspires confidence.
Lansing's just trying to stir up trouble, but the man has nothing on me.
The records on Carly Corento's abduction are warehoused. It'll take quite a while to find them.
Okay, stay on it. This include Hayes' service record?
Mm-hmm, the only copy.
Thanks. Yeah, get me someone at the State Department. I need some more information about Logan Hayes' dishonorable discharge.
I found out that Jake was Jason's son right after the baby was born, and I couldn't understand why Jason would lie to me, especially about something so important, especially after everything that we've been through. I waited, Sonny. I waited for him to tell me. He stayed silent, even though I could tell it was tearing him apart.
Why didn't you confront him?
I wanted him to trust me, Sonny, to come to me.
Well, you had to be angry that he had a child with another woman.
No, I was angry that he lied to me. Yes, I wasn't angry about the baby. I know how much Jake means to Jason. I know what it's like to have a child of my own. Our child, Sonny. No, I would never want anything bad to happen to Jake.
Did you suspect Maureen.
No. No, not at all. No, she came on my show because she was devastated over the loss of her child. She wanted to help other people. No, not in a million years did I think that Maureen Harper was capable of kidnapping. I was shocked. I was shocked when Jake turned up missing.
Thank you for confirming what I already knew. You're lying. You stood by and you watched a woman kidnap Jason's son. And you did nothing to stop it.
Jason's in Pentonville because of you. He was rescuing Jake, which is another example of how Jason's constantly saving you. And you take full advantage of it. He is sitting alone in a jail cell. Why? Because he put everything on the line to save you and rescue your son. He does everything you ask. He goes against his heart and his happiness, Elizabeth. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the hell I don't? I know everything Jason's lost because of you.
We agreed. It's what Jason wants too. Carly, please. Just stay out of this.
What do you mean what Jason wants?